What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about my Sig Sauer P238, and that's chambered in 380, 380 auto. So like I said, I said in the past that I wouldn't be doing too many more gun videos, but this one here is more of an everyday type carry gun. I live in California, and we all know it's called California. The laws here are freaking ridiculous for guns, and I don't want to get started in all the politics, but let's just say it's going to hell here when it comes to gun laws and things like that. So I don't like showing too much firearms that I have because promote it and all that stuff, and just in case draws attention to you. And in my opinion, I just don't want to get into that. But this one here's a little carry pistol, and I do have my CCW, so I figured, what the hell, I'll share this one, and we'll get started here. I love it. As you see by the title, again, it's Sig P238, and I'll start first by just showing you it just comes in this little plastic carrying case. Not too bad, standard little plastic case comes in. It does come with only one magazine, not two, so it's kind of a little bit of I wish they were thrown in for the price of these. Mind you, these aren't cheap. You can get them anywhere between $600 and $750. Depending where you shop. And in California, they always try to rip us off, so it's always on the higher side here. And we all know we have rosters, so there's all different types of 380s. I know this is pretty top of the line though. This one right here, I have to say, is the best. I know there's the Ruger LCP Max and a few other ones. You got that Springfield 911, and you have these are some of the best ones that I've seen, that they talk about. But I would say Sig, if it's not the best, it's one of the best for sure, hands down. And we'll go into it real quick here. I'll go over the specs. So let me bring it up here and show you guys. So all these have been cleared, safety check, no ammo, totally empty. Just so for all you safety Nazis in YouTube, so they don't ban this video. These have all been safety checked. But you got the length of 5.5 inches long. This one here is again chambered in 380. It is 2.7 inch barrel length. 2.7 inch barrel length. It has the glow sights, Trijicon glow sights, the Sig OEM glow sights, which are bitchin', freaking badass. I like them better than the most small little pistols. Give you just real shitty sights, just usually just plastic ones that are integrated into the upper receiver here, upper slide, and just a little bump on the top. Nothing special. This one actually gives you actual sights for a 380. That's freaking awesome, super awesome. So the handles they put on it were they're cheap plastic looking white handles. I didn't like it, so I ordered the Hogue rosewood handles, and they're beautiful, man. They make the gun pop. Just love it. Of course, I got the two-tone finish. This one, they make them where it's either all like this chrome metal type finish, or you can get it all black. They make so many different variations. If you go on the Sig website, you'll see they make this gun in so many different configurations with rainbow style slides, all the way from even I've seen some that are pretty badass, like special edition ones that are diamond plate looking and just engraved, and all different types. So sky's the limit with the Sig styles models you can get. It's pretty badass. It's all steel construction, so it is a little bit on the heavier side, but not too bad. In my opinion, it's pretty. It's a tiny gun. I can hide it with my hand, so it's not a big gun at all. So that little weight difference doesn't, because that little weight difference makes a difference in shooting too. Accuracy is really good with this little 380. Most 380s, I shot LCP, because LCP guns, and then because the polymer frame and just the way they are, and they're little tiny bit smaller, not by much, but a little bit smaller than this one. They seem to kick a lot more. They're less accurate. They kind of ride up, they pop, and they go all over the place. This one pretty much is, it's a awesome little pistol. It stays on target, and just bitching. Let me tell you this is 7 with the extended mag, which I have here. It just doesn't come with it. The 7 plus 1. If you get the regular magazine, which this is the one that comes with the firearm, this one's 6 plus 1. So you get one more round with the extended magazine. And one good little tip to tell you guys too is, see, this one here is the Springfield magazine, but you could also get the 911, the Springfield 911 magazines, and they're exactly identical. They both, either one fits in the gun. So that's cool that they did that. And the reason why that's a plus is because these ones here you can get for 25 bucks. These ones here are 45. So it's almost double price. So if the same ones work, looks like almost the same quality. If you take a look at these, they look about almost identical, you know, I mean, and I use them both and they both function absolutely flawlessly. Yeah, either one is just, you can't go wrong. So save money, get the 911 magazines, and you know, go from there. What else? What else can I say about this before I show you some shooting videos? Oh, it does have that, since I am in California, this one does have the loaded when up indicator that pops up. This one does have the magazine lock, so you can't pull the trigger when the magazine is out. And of course it has a regular safety. This one is just a single-sided. They do make ambidextrous ones, but this one's just a single-sided safety, and it's not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty quick. You can take it off. You know, it's not too bad. In my opinion, if for a quick draw, pull it out, boom, off, and you're good to go. And what I love about this is single action, not double action. So if you don't know what that means, that you have to have it cocked and ready to go with that hammer back and on safety. So what they call it is locked and cocked, or cocked and locked, however you want to say it. But so your hammer's always going to be back. For me, it's not a big deal. I got so used to it. My everyday carry before getting this was the Ruger LC9, and that has exact same style safety as this one. So you know, for me, it's no big deal. I got used to the safety. And living in California, you have to have all these extra safeties anyways. You can't get them without those safeties, especially in this small of a package of a gun. And of course, like I said, you got to only get the ones that are on roster. This one is, you know, one of the only one that I thought that I tried that's on roster. That was really good. The car looked like it was on roster, but I felt the car, I didn't like the feel of it. It felt a little blocky, and all the 3 different gun stores I went to look for these, all of them said this is a better firearm than the than the car. And this one's more accurate, you know. And for if you're going to use it for a carry, an everyday carry, this is what you want, something like this, you know, over the car. And I'd have to agree, after filling it and putting it in your hand, and actually, you know, the ergonomics of it and the way how it feels, and then after I shot it, it's awesome. It's an awesome shooter since it's single action. And mind you, there's different. I have to get one of those trigger pulls. I've seen a few people on YouTube do the how much pounds of pressure the trigger is, and they say Sig says between 7 and 8 pounds of pressure, but some guys are doing it, and I'm seeing 5.5, 5.2, so it's more around 5, it seems like, and it feels like around 5. I mean, this trigger is, I mean, super, so you guys can see this, super light and crisp. I mean, you barely pull it, and look at this, boom. I mean, it's just a tiny, tiny squeeze, real crisp, clean. And look at this reset. Check out this reset. Bam. I mean, just the resets, click, bam, click. Very, very little travel, almost no travel. It's like you pull it in which gives you awesome follow-up shots. I mean, just you could rapid fire this so fast. I mean, really fast compared to like the LC9s or those longer double action triggers, and some of those LC9 or Rugers, I should say Rugers, LC9, LCPs have that real long travel. But since it's single action, I mean, it's just awesome when it comes to the trigger pull. It's just smooth, it's crisp, just awesome. And then the slide, a lot of people love it because the slide is, let me take this out. It's super easy, especially for smaller people, men or women. It's just, I mean, super easy to manipulate that slide. Just no effort at all. Awesome. So far, it's a beautiful, beautiful little firearm. And I'm going to show you some clips of me shooting it here. And, well, before we get into that, I just want to tell you real quick, too. People always argue over 380 over 9mm, which is the better carry. Yeah, you get more power and everything with a 9mm, but you also want something really comfortable and small, too, that you're going to carry. You know, if you have a bigger gun, you know, because I also have a 10mm and a 45 on my CCW, and I hardly ever carry those, to be honest with you, because it's like carrying a brick on the side. You got to have a big belt and good holsters that feel good, and you know, and if you have any extra weight like I do, you gain, digs into your gut a little bit or the sides, and compared to you know, these little small ones here, you could put a pocket holster and put this in your pocket, or get a real little tiny concealable holster and a waistband holster. You could barely feel this. And I did bring out the Ruger LC9 just to show you the difference. And then yes, this one is also empty. Let's see here. Nothing in there. So again, for all the safety guys out there, but look at the size difference here. This is the Ruger LC9, and this is what I usually carry. And this one's awesome too. I love this one. It's been reliable. It's a reliable gun. I'm not putting down Ruger, but this one, the trigger on this one is a lot more. Look at this. All the way back, squeeze. Boom, break. And then the reset. Way up front, 2 clicks. So compared to, because that's more like a double action compared to this P238 Sig Sauer. So I mean, you could, so I could put that in here like this, probably better. You see how much bigger the LC9 is compared to this little 380 Sig. Just awesome. This one's just so good for carrying. I mean, as far as the handles, they're almost the same. Handle, I should say width, but this one's obviously longer. But just again, both of them are awesome guns. You can't go wrong with Ruger either. But just the quality of Sig and what I could feel, it just feels like quality in your hand. Okay, now, after I rambled on enough, check out some clips here of me shooting this. And we'll come back with my conclusion on this firearm and final thoughts. Initial impressions on the P238 Sig Sauer. First time shooting it. So far, everything feels really good in the hands. We'll see how it goes, see how accurate it is. I'm about 40 feet back right now, and just aiming for this little old coffee cup here. So let's get started. Worked flawlessly. The recoil is really low, surprisingly for this little pistol. Works really great. My first impressions are it's awesome. Now I'm gonna do a mag dump, see if there's any failure to feed or any other issues that may occur. We'll see how fast the trigger pull is. This thing, the trigger on it is awesome. I mean, it's very, very light, crisp trigger, very little travel, just amazing. So let's check it out. No issues. Okay, still about 40 feet away. I'm gonna try to do one-handed shots because, you know, in a scenario for CCW, things like that, you might have to only use one hand if your other hand's, you don't have the other hand to use for any type of reason. Let's see how if I can hit that red fire hydrant over there. Accurate, one-handed, still got that target. Not too bad at 40 feet away. Okay. As you can see there, awesome shooter. I was pretty accurate with it. I rapid fired it, you know, a few times. Actually, I went out there today. This is my first time shooting it, and brand new out of the box. Didn't do anything with it. Didn't clean it. Didn't lube it. Just took it out of the box and went out there. I had zero issues with it. Zero malfunctions. Zero failure to feed. Rapid fired it at least 10 times, you know, just mag dumps. I brought my brother with me. He mag dumped it a few times. Not one issue. We took our time shooting at targets too as well. It was about 250 rounds total I shot, you know, so quite a few rounds. 250 rounds I shot at this. Not one malfunction. We're using pretty good ammo. We're using that PMC ammo 380, and it's pretty good. You know, I run obviously it ran through all of them without one issue at all. I mean, just freaking awesome. This thing did amazing. It felt good in the hand. The trigger felt good. Well, you saw from the video, I mean, my shots, I was getting better and better as the day went on. I was getting way more accurate. I mean, it's already accurate out of even first time shooting, I was accurate, but I started plinking stuff off. I was shooting between sometimes between 30, 40, and 50 feet back. Even I think some I was doing 60 feet back, in which this is not even meant to shoot that far, but still hitting targets, still hitting bottles, knocking over stuff. So, I mean, pretty accurate for that, you know, but up within 15 to 20 feet, I hardly missed at all. Between 15 and 20 feet, I was hitting my target each and every time with the magazine, the 6-round or 7-round magazine. Highly recommend it. This thing so far, you know, obviously you could see there's hundreds of videos on this exact firearm here on the P238. Everyone says the same thing. Very, very few people have issues with this, and of course Sig will back it up and they'll fix it if you have an issue. They have a good warranty. But again, if you're looking for a small little pistol, little 380 and 380, you know, a lot of people, oh, 380 isn't enough knockdown power. 380, you could Google that all day, or I should say Google or YouTube it all day long. You'll see it has plenty of knockdown power, especially if you're using full metal jackets. This thing meets and exceeds the FBI standards and all that stuff. So I mean, this thing is gonna do the job. Yeah, 9mm, is it a little better? Yeah, it's gonna be a little better. It's a bigger round, but I mean, you could say that with a 10mm. A 10mm a little bit, yeah, but again, look at the package you're getting. I mean, this little thing, I mean, I could pretty much hide it with my hand. That's how tiny it is. You could throw this in your pocket, and again, like they say, you're more likely to carry this gun than you would a bigger, heavier Glock or something like that. Now, would a Glock shoot maybe a little better? Or of course, you have more capacity with Glocks. Yeah, okay, yeah, you do, but you're not gonna be able to conceal it like you will this. And this is gonna be like, and you gotta think of comfort too. You want, in my opinion, you want all three things. You want accuracy, you want reliability, and you want comfort. You know, if you don't have all those three, somehow, in some way, you're not going to carry it nowhere near as much. You're going to be reluctant to carry it. So you want something you're going to be able to throw in your pocket every time and to use it. And that's why I went with this instead of, you know, that's why I throw this, because I have my 45, my Glock 30, which is the subcompact 45. And then I also have my Glock 29, which is my 10mm. And this thing is so much more easier to carry than that. And so this is just going to be that much more easier to carry in wanting to carry this. So again, highly recommend it. You can't go wrong. Sig quality. And it's awesome shooter, man. Awesome shooter. All right, guys. Till next knife, gun, or whatever.